Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Psychic Hour. I'm Christy Brower, here with my sister, co host, and partner in all things psychic, Katie Weaver. Hey, Katie.
Hello.
How's it going?
Realizing I'm still signed into work.
Oh, no,
It's going good.
that is not good.
Good. I got some super exciting news today.
You did.
Yeah, that
What?
my puppy has been born.
Yes, your puppy has been born.
So
That is wonderful
I've
news.
been waiting. I lost my little companion back in November, and I've been just waiting for the right thing to come up, and kind of waiting to just be ready in my timing. And anyway, I found a girl that had a Chihuahua, deer Chihuahua. What I really wanted is a fawn deer Chihuahua.
Yeah.
And so I found a girl who had a pregnant mama, and her puppies were just born yesterday, and she had one fawn male,
Aw,
and him's
just for you.
mine. Yeah. So I won't bring him home for at least 8 weeks, but
But hey, it's still good news.
it's super good news. I'll show
Oh,
you guys
fun.
a picture. I mean, there's not a lot to see at this point because he's a
They're,
day old.
they're just
But
baked potatoes right now, but
right, the little blonde guy. Yep.
aw.
And they're teeny. I mean, you can't really, tell scale in a picture like this, but consider that mom and dad are both about 7 pounds. These
Yeah, so
guys are
they are not big.
itty bitties. Yeah, so that's pretty exciting news.
That is super exciting. I can't wait to
Yeah,
meet him. Do you
I
have a name
know.
in mind?
I don't know. I don't know.
Ah,
Our our Chihuahua that died's name was Skippy John Jones because
yes.
of the Skippy John Jones books. So we
Mhm.
had kicked around Poquito Tito or
Mm.
Jujubee or something along those lines. I don't know. I don't know. I can't decide.
Well, and what will go along with Rico,
Right.
who is your current dear
Our
Chihuahua?
current dear Chihuahua, that'll be his brother. I is named Rico, so I just don't know. I know it'll show up. Skippy John Jones II. I thought about proposing that to my kids just to see them freak out.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh, they would be like, "Hell no."
I like Jujubee a lot, but I don't know. So I'm not sure. We'll see. I am just thick, apparently. I was looking up the names of all the dogs from Skippy John Jones today and
Mhm.
found a couple of essays about those books talking about how horrifically stereotypical and racist they are. And I was like, really? And then you start thinking about them and all of the
Yeah.
wording and stuff. And I went, yeah, they are.
Mhm.
They actually are. Yeah.
Damn it.
Hmm. Well, hell. Yeah.
So maybe not that now, huh?
A Blondie. Yeah. Blondie. Him would be a cute little Blondie.
He would. He would.
And then who knows? And I thought maybe I should let Scott name him because he's less enthusiastic than I am.
Oh, pshaw. When
I know.
he meets this dog,
Mm-hmm.
he he adores Rico. And when Rico
Mm-hmm.
was little,
Oh man.
he's very little, but he used
Mm-hmm.
to ride around in Scott's sweatshirt pocket all the time. Give me a break.
Yeah.
Scott's gonna love
Yeah.
him and whatever.
It's gonna come together. Yeah.
It will
So,
definitely.
and I never give him naming rights of our animals. That's just always my job. So I thought I might give him a crack at it. But then, what if I don't like it and I'll have to
You
veto it? And then
who
I don't
knows
know,
what you might end up with.
Go with something big like Tank or the bear. Tank the bear. Yeah. Or, yeah.
Oh yeah, Hank the Tank.
Oh, Hank the Tank. Oh,
Hank the Tank, like Hank
Hank
the
the Tank.
Tank.
I love it. That's hilarious. How funny. Well, we have
That's
a good
really
eight
cool.
weeks to decide, and maybe
Yes.
more depending on what Mars's softball season does. Because if
True.
they go to nationals this year, we might still be in season, and this lovely breeder is willing to keep him as long as I need her to.
Oh, well,
So,
that's very
because I
sweet.
don't want to bring him home until softball's over, because
Sure.
he won't have had a lot of shots yet, and I don't want to have to travel with him and be hard on him,
Right.
So,
Lots of travel.
hmm so
Well, cool.
she said Hank the Tank. GB, you're brilliant.
Yeah,
Yes,
love it.
yeah.
By the way,
Oh,
welcome to all our chatters. Barbara,
yeah.
Rhombohedral, Sherry, RJ, Renee, number one, Kristen, GB, Jacqueline, I said GB, Cranky, Donna Marie, welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
Amy and Deb, welcome everybody. And some of you might be new tonight because, well, sometimes we're a little slow. And hey, Barb,
Hey, Barb.
welcome. It dawned on me yesterday that I have a personal YouTube channel and Katie has a personal YouTube channel. Katie also has a Facebook page that we have not been live streaming the Psychic Hour to, even though
Mhm.
many of you follow us because of that work that we do.
Mhm.
And we went,
And these are the pages that actually are dedicated to our psychic work. So it makes
yes,
no sense that this work isn't going there.
right. So it turns out, because we are on an awesome streaming platform, we can stream to all of those places at once. We are actually streaming to 5 different locations at once, which is so cool. You're new to us. Welcome, Donna Marie. It's nice to have you here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know why we hadn't done this before. Do
Yeah.
you? So welcome if you are here and haven't been here before. This we are True Crime Paranormal, but we do a psychic show once a week because we've
Mhm.
been doing a psychic show together for
Since 2009? 29?
yeah, not
29,
29.
guys.
So 13 years, 13 years. So yeah, we thought maybe, we ought to be sharing that with all of you all who have seen us on some of our other platforms in the past. We are in fact still here,
Yeah.
just doing
Well,
this in another place.
on Tuesday on the Katie Weaver show that I do for 1-2 Radio and on Domestic Mystic on YouTube and Facebook, some of my listeners on Tuesday said, I just really wish you guys would bring the Psychic Hour back or bring Psychic Sisters back. And I went, we do Psychic Sisters every week. What are you talking about? But I went, I guess I'm just not I'm not telling people well enough. It's not,
on
it's
a
on
different
me.
platform.
Yeah. So here we are.
So
I do have a little bit of show and tell.
Oh, please. Let's see. What have you been making this week?
Well, you can imagine that it is dragons.
Of course it is. Hey, Teresa.
Hey, Teresa. Yes. So this is kind of cool. All the dragons we've been making, the designer released a file of just their heads.
Oh, nice.
So that you can make keychains out of them.
Keychains slash personal
stabby
safety.
Weapon.
Yeah, weapons.
And they're just so freaking cool. Look at this one, has a little horn.
They are way cool.
Awesome. This one is a new dragon that she hasn't even released yet, but she released just the head so that we could, print the heads. But I can't wait to see the whole body of this one. Anyway,
looks like a unicorn dragon to me. That's what I would call it.
Right. It's actually it's a reef dragon, I think.
Oh.
But, yeah. So here's the rose dragon.
Oh, yes.
Nice. Isn't that cute? And the woodland dragon.
Very cool.
His woodland horns. Anyway, so that's fun. And those are on, believe it or not, I managed to put something on YouTube. So they're on YouTube. Not YouTube.
They're on YouTube. We're on YouTube right now. I don't know what you're talking about.
I have had a day. I have spent my day fighting with pigs.
Real live pigs.
Fighting pigs. I awoke to a disaster with them, and it's been like that all day. I did not paint them. That is just, they're 3D printed, and that's the way they print.
Hey, Corin, welcome.
It just depends on your filament, and this one is a 3-part filament. So, we both posted the Etsy shop. Good job. But 2 more dragons for fun.
I didn't post anything.
Me. Oh.
That's just, we have that many pages to post to now.
Another crystal dragon.
Dude, I am dying over this one.
Mm-hmm. Printed her in clear. The filament's actually clear. And if you take her outside, you can see she's shining. But also, just Scott put a little bit of gold dust on her a couple of times during printing that you can see in the light. You can see gold shining through in certain spots, which is kind of cool. But she's really big. We also blew her way up. She's huge.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So that's kind of fun. I know. I'm in love with this one.
That is a real crystal dragon right there.
Right. Probably my favorite. But then I just have to show you one more.
Oh, second Renee has arrived. Welcome, Renee.
Okay. Well,
we're so glad when we have you both here.
All is well in
Cooper's
the world.
Friend, welcome. Aaron, welcome. Nice to have you all here.
Yeah. This is a winged dragon. You guys, look at the freaking wings.
The wings are very cool.
They look like angel wings.
Yeah, they do. Oh, and they're
Aren't they
jointed.
cool? Yeah.
So
And
cool.
then the tail has wings on it too. Or
Wow.
feathers on it, I guess. Scott actually did paint this when he did some silver enhancements to the wings. But anyway, so in love.
Beautiful.
So probably not before next week. I'm going to be gone, so I don't want to put anything more on Etsy that I won't be around to ship. But after that, someone's going to get their ass in gear and like post some things that you guys I know would like to have. So anyway,
I hope so.
yeah. But anyway, so that's what's mostly new up in my world.
Nice. Very
Yeah.
good.
I hear you're going to play nursemaid for the weekend.
Rhonda is having her gallbladder out tomorrow. She's been so sick. We've been in the ER this week trying to get her gallbladder out. Finally saw a surgeon today. He's like, yeah, I think we probably better do this tomorrow. So she has been very miserable. Hello, Maya.
Yeah.
Welcome. And so, yeah, that's going to be my weekend is taking care of someone who will be recovering, but she'll be so much happier. Thank you. If you would keep Rhonda in your thoughts, I'd appreciate that. I don't know if any of you have had your gallbladder out, but you go from being sick as hell to feeling only slightly terrible for a while after the surgery. But like the gallbladder pain itself goes away quickly, and that is nice. So
Yeah.
So I will ask our question. We always start the psychic hour. This is a very casual show, as you can tell. Today is the first Thursday of the month, which means we're going to do marching orders. That means a reading for every sun sign. But before we get there, we generally like to ask everybody, what did you make for dinner?
That's a good question. I have not made dinner, but I have a plan. I'm going to make fried red potatoes and onions with sliced Polish sausages.
Oh, yum.
That's one of my favorite dinners, and I never make it because, it has carbs in it. But I'm making it tonight, by God. Yeah.
I love it. Yum.
Yeah. What about you?
I ordered a sandwich because there's not a lot of cooking going on here in this house because Rhonda can barely eat. So I just ordered a sandwich. It was good.
Well, good.
Sherry had ribs from Sam's. Nice. Jessica, Subway. Yeah, see, I had a sandwich too. Cranky chicken pot pie and French fries. Oh, yes. Renee and Teresa are both saying they had theirs out. They felt so much better. Me too. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Marnie had tacos. Barb had chicken and smashed potatoes.
Nice. Smashed.
Smashed.
Right?
I
don't know if there's a difference, but that sounds fancy, Barb.
It does. I'm just saying. Rhonda, BLTs, Rhombohedral. Oh, troll alert. Yes, we got the troll. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, salads for Renee. Ooh, Maya, takeout Thai. Yum, I love Thai. RJ made a casserole, comfort food during a stormy, snowy day. We're about to get a couple of those.
You gotta do it. Yeah.
Janet, welcome, Janet. Shrimp salad. Deb, pizza. Aaron. That sounds like carb heaven. Just a tuna sandwich for me. Hey, whatever.
It is.
Donna Marie, vegetable soup. Teresa, chicken patty. Hey there, Catherine. Welcome. Amy made teriyaki chicken and jasmine rice. Nice.
You guys are tearing it up. Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Oh, Linda made pulled pork and Caesar salad. Wow.
Nice. Well, and Barb made sour cream and cheddar. Oh, sour cream and cheddar cheese mixed into mashed potatoes. 2 thumbs way up on that, Barb.
Yeah, we'll be right over.
We're Idaho girls, and about Idaho and potatoes, and the rumors are true. The rumors
are. Really
especially in the part of the state where we live.
Yes.
We live in the potato land. We live in potato land. Let me just put it that way.
Truly, like when you guys go to like Five Guys, and they'll have on their board where the potatoes came from. They come from here. Like they do. Right here. Yeah.
Often. Catherine had Pizza Hut. Nice.
And I don't know if she said rhombohedral, but she made turkey stew with Brussels sprouts in spices.
Ooh, yum.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Oh, keto, no less.
Yeah, keto
turkey stew.
You guys are tearing it up.
With creme fraiche, double creme, sour cream. Whoo, fancy.
Oh, Aaron went wild on some good gelato earlier. Well, I mean.
Blew $20 on some good gelato. Well, it doesn't take much to blow $20 on good gelato. So,
It's
that's
definitely been
awesome.
one of those
Oh,
days.
yes,
Oh,
Grumpy Hebrew.
Grumpy
I was
Hebrew is
gonna
a
say is
he.
a
I'm
he, Johan.
sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, but gay is a doorknob, so it's fine. No.
Oh, well, okay. Me too, Johan. Gay as a doorknob,
Oh,
yes.
Johan, you're my favorite.
It's fantastic. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're in Aries? No,
No, we're in Pisces.
we're in Pisces season.
Yeah. My
Yes.
Pisces is going to turn 21 in a week.
Yes. And she'll have her very first drink of alcohol. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Hmm.
Uh-huh. Heard that before.
I'm hearing the plans with her and her posse already rolling out, and I'm like, oh, dear God.
Oh, these college kids, man. If I had done what they do, I'd be dead.
Well, they have the luxury of the Uber, you know?
They do. They do. We did not have
Well,
that.
and actually a much better bar scene than we have
Well,
ever
where
had.
they live, yeah, true.
Hmm.
We
Yeah.
don't have much.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
nice. Treats bipolar with a strict keto diet. No need for meds. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. I
I've
have
heard that
been.
before. That's cool,
Hmm.
Johan. That's very cool.
Yeah. Yes. Lithium is really tough on the body. Uh, I have been back and forth on carnivore since August. And I usually I'll be pretty good carnivore during the week. And then on the weekends, I just do whatever the hell I want. But a lot of people in the carnivore group that I'm in have treated mental health with going carnivore. That
Ah,
makes, yep. Yeah. Oh, Barb's
nice.
girl turns 19 on May 19th, her champagne birthday. Nice.
Nice. Wow. Okay. Well, let's get started.
Yeah. So, Christy, you're pulling cards. What deck are you using?
I'm going to use Psychic Tarot. And let's see. So let's see what Pisces needs to know. Pisces, the balance card. So when this card comes up, Pisces, what you need to do in the month of March is look at balance in several different ways: home life, work life, emotional health, spirituality. Look at it from the standpoint of safety in your life. That always comes up with balance. Like, do you feel safe physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually in your life? Are you, looking at those areas of your life? Because a lot of times what happens, this happens to all of us, we get
Hmm.
hyper focused in one area and then everything else sort of falls by the wayside. So for your birthday month here, for most of you, Pisces, looking at balance and creating some balance in your life and backing off on things you've been doing too much and focusing more on things you're not doing enough of. So it's a really good time to just evaluate, like, where am I at with balance, as far as, and balance should always be considered from just within your own life. This isn't comparison to anybody else. It's just you. Where do you, how do you need to find balance?
I'm going to grab a troll here. Okay. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am going to suggest an activity to go along with that. For you, Pisces, I really feel like it's meditation. I feel like you have been so focused on work and school or whatever it is that's like key in your life, your main thing, and that you just in getting that balance back, you've got to get some meditation time in. And there's lots of ways to meditate. So don't get stuck on that like om kind of meditation. It's really unrealistic to think that most people can do that or do that. They don't. Look for some guided imagery meditation. Look for, even consider like a moving meditation like Tai Chi or yoga, or put your earphones on. What do they call them these days? Your earbuds or AirPods, or put your
What
headphones
do they
on and grab
call
your
them
Walkman.
these days?
Yeah.
You
And
mean you don't wear, it's not an ear trumpet anymore? Is that
yeah. Not for a minute, yeah. At any rate, you can use music and just move your body if that's the best thing for you. But during meditation time, there's no social media, there's no other people talking at you, there's nothing but keeping your focus on yourself and maybe your breath and just going within. So, whatever kind of meditation feels right for you, but I'm really going to challenge you this month to 15 minutes a day of meditation. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it. Cranky says, I'm way too focused on reading about the latest news developments. It's taking over. Yes, really, really good
Mhm.
example, Cranky. Like we all have to, you
Mhm.
have to have some boundaries with yourself about things like that because it can so drag you down if you're, too stuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, Johan's birthday is coming up, and all he wants for his birthday is for Lori Vallow Daybell to be competent to stand trial.
I think it is very generous of you to offer up your birthday wish for all of us to see Lori back in court.
Yes,
Yes.
because that's true. I think a lot of us feel that way.
Yes.
All right, Aries. For Aries, ooh, these cards are jumping. Fertility card. So the fertility
Ooh.
card can literally mean pregnancy,
Mhm.
but it
So
doesn't
everyone's
have
getting
to.
pregnant. Yes.
Everyone's getting pregnant. No, no, definitely not necessarily. It just means growth. Something is growing in you.
Mhm.
Something is developing. I love this particularly for March because we're coming into spring here in the northern hemisphere, and that idea of fertility is sort of coming back into play for us as the world starts to wake up from winter, the northern world anyway, starts to wake up from winter. And so this is a great time to look at growth for yourself. But it's also important to look at what growth has already been happening and acknowledge it. Like growth starts in the dark, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so there could be for you, Aries, some things that have been developing inside of you for a while that maybe in March you're going to be ready to bring out into the world. Things are going to go a little more public for you.
Mhm. I like that. So,
Hmm.
Aries, for you, I'm going to give you some marching orders to clean your house. Bear with me. Your house is probably clean, but declutter and dejunk. Take this as an opportunity to do a minute of spring cleaning, even if that's just taking a box around and gathering up clutter, things that need to be returned or donated or put away. But if you will make the conscious effort, this is magical housekeeping. If you'll make the conscious effort to de-junk and declutter and clear some stuff out, you make room in your life for that stuff to come in. It is symbolic, but it works really, really well to do some symbolic things that have to do with your space because that's, well, where you are most of the time, right?
Right.
So, yeah. Sherry said she's glad she's not an Aries.
Well, and Aaron says, have a baby. I'd just be happy to go on a date.
Yeah. But truly, even if you just pick one room or your dresser or your car or one thing, but do some clearing and decluttering, holding that space that I am releasing so that I can allow new in. It's effective work.
It is. It is. It's very effective. I'm not
Yeah.
an Aries, but it reminds me that I need to do it myself. I have some decluttering.
Oh, me too.
Barbara's cleaning as she's listening. Good job, Barbara. Look at you.
See, look at this good example over here.
That's awesome. Okay, now help me because I always mix up Taurus and
Taurus.
Gemini. Okay, thank you. I cannot. Oh, firm foundation for Taurus. So, Taurus, firm foundation. That represents the root chakra, but it also just represents your center of safety, security, and stability. It is the foundation of your energy body. It can represent your house, which is interesting because that's similar to what we're hearing for Aries.
Hmm.
But firm foundation to me is always about safety, evaluating your relationships, evaluating your job situation for safety. Do you feel safe in every area of your life, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually? Do you feel safe? If not, what do you need to change? One of the things that people need is a sense of safety before they can function in other ways, before you can grow, before you can progress, you need to feel safe. And we think of this as physical safety, and sure, physical safety is a big part of it. But most of us, that's not really where the challenge is. The challenge is more in our emotional safety and spiritual safety a lot of times. If you don't feel safe speaking your mind, for example, that's a problem. That's a safety problem. So, full safety, is that a thing? Yeah. Well, we hope to develop as much of it as we can in our lives. Of course, we live in a world of the unknown, but it's important to evaluate that for yourself this month, Taurus, and eliminate anything that you can that gets in the way of your sense of safety.
Mhm. I have an activity for you, Taurus. I hate it, so maybe you'll hate it. I hate it because I'm a Cancer and I hate this. I've been racking my brains for something else, and this is the thing that just keeps coming back, which means shut up and say it. So, and
Oh.
I'm sorry if you don't like this. The message is to evaluate your finances, to
Oh.
make the phone call that has been needed to be made for a while, deal with the medical bill, clean it up. Anything that's been over your head, anything you've been ignoring, anything that's been bothering you, clean it up. Do whatever you need to do on that front so that finances are not a part of what is creating an unsafe feeling. And I know that's really hard to do sometimes if you don't have the money to take care of the issue. And sometimes that pokes the bear, and maybe makes things worse. But I actually feel like in this instance, dealing with any financial things that are not ideal is going to make you feel better, feel relieved. Part of that is just looking at all of the things like how many subscription services do I have? Do I need them all? Is my cell phone plan correct? Am I using all of the internet that I'm paying for? Is
Mm,
my,
mhm.
have I been with Dish forever and it's time to dump them and go with someone else that's cheaper? Or just all of those things that every once in a while it pays. When was the last time you quoted your car insurance, your homeowner's insurance, things like that that we get comfortable and complacent with, and then discover years later, wow, I've been overpaying for a long time, because that's what companies do. They like you to do that. They want you to get comfy, and so every once in a while you kind of have to look through that stuff. So, uh, anyway, I know it's the money stuff sometimes gets very uncomfy. And, for this Cancer, I hate money stuff, hate it. But at any rate, yes, Renee, all the hidden costs you tend to forget. This
Mhm.
is one of those opportunities to dig through all of this stuff and just better your situation in any way that you can. And
Yeah.
that, even if that means that you start saving a bit better or a bit more, you know,
Mhm.
maybe, and even if that means you can save 10 or $15 a month or $30 a month, or maybe you're saving more than that now and you want to up that, but it's just wise every once in a while to just do the financial picture.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, and that is a huge part of having a firm foundation and feeling safe.
Huge. Yep.
Yeah, awesome. All right. Well, that was Taurus, so now let's do Gemini.
Yes.
Ooh, Gemini, trapped in fear. When the trapped in fear card comes up, Gemini, it is because there is a fear that is holding you back currently. There is something that you have. It's one of those fears that you've just sort of shoved off into the corner and avoided. We all have these. Sometimes they're about money if you're a Cancer. Um, but right now, what's happening for you, Gemini, is that they are what?
Hmm?
You're
I
just
just
making fun of me? Oh,
No, I was just thinking about that. Yeah, money.
yeah. But
Out with
what's happening right now, Gemini, is
it.
that this fear is limiting your life right now, and that you need a change in facing it. Here's the thing about these fears that we are usually trapped in, they are not real. They are the what ifs of our lives, the things that are likely to never happen, never have happened. It's the stuff that we're terrified of, that holds us back that probably would never hold us back in real life at all. So facing them. And I will tell you one way that I think is very helpful with a fear like this is to say it out loud to someone who loves you, because they're going to look at you and go, "What the hell are you that's not real."
Right.
You need
Yeah.
that. You need a little gentle
Mhm.
confrontation of, "That's never gonna happen," so that you
Yeah.
can get out of your own little delusion about this particular fear.
Yeah.
So, saying it out loud to someone who loves you so that you're not feeling attacked, but someone who can confront you just a little bit and be like, "Really? Why are you afraid of that? That's never going here's all the reasons why that's not ever gonna happen," so that you can face it.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Well, on that note, Gemini, I feel like the last few months, things have just been heavy in your world. I feel like you've had a lot of drama around you. I feel like people in your life have had a lot of drama, and it's just been hard to find a way to celebrate life much at all. My challenge for you this month is to really make a point of doing something fun. Maybe you get your crew together to go out to dinner or go dancing or go camping or whatever is the thing for you, but that you really make an effort to find something fun to do that has nothing to do with drama. I also suspect that you need to shut some drama down in your life, whether it's I think likely this is like friends that are bringing a lot of their drama into your world, that you need to say, I really need this to calm down, you know and sometimes that's hard to do, but it just feels to me like you have just had kind of a shitstorm around you for a while and you just need it to end.
I like it. All right. Just a
Yeah.
reminder that the super chat is on in well, if you're watching on True Crime Paranormal's YouTube, because now we have all these other things. But the super chat is on in True Crime Paranormal. If you want to tip us, we do appreciate that for these shows. Uh oh yeah. Johan says, I feel like the whole zodiac is going to be relevant for me. It really is for everybody because we all have
Yeah.
these elements within our charts. It's just a matter of determining like what's the most dominant for you right now.
Yeah.
So speaking of Miss Cancer,
Yes.
what is most dominant for you right
Call
now?
me a
Tell
good one.
me. Moving on.
Oh.
Ooh, the moving on card is good. So when the moving on card comes up, it's because you've been thinking about letting something go.
Mm-hmm.
And it is time to
Interesting.
say, I am done with this shit.
Mm-hmm.
This is your validation. If you've been thinking about changing a job, changing a relationship, changing a situation of some sort, you are ready to let it go. This is it right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is your validation that yes, you're feeling that energy to move on. You might have been a little afraid to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but in this moment, I love this. Um, because it's powerful when you can give yourself permission to let something go.
Mm-hmm. It really is. It is, and we know that the cancers were big fans of change. As in, we don't change. I had my living room in the same arrangement for 12 years. Cancers we don't like change.
Right?
And so when there's change like this afoot for cancers, it is pretty disquieting. But I actually think cancer, there's a good change afoot for you that all you really need to do is say yes to. One warning for you is to don't be more loyal to somebody else than they are to you.
Right?
I feel like in this situation, a lot of you are going to discover it's time for you to cut some loyalty and choose you. It's going to be interesting to see what our cancers do. Uh, but I am actually going to put you to cleaning your house too. I mean, it's a perfect opportunity for you as well. Again, letting go means letting go means letting go.
Mhm.
So declutter, de-junk, dump out your purse, clean out your car, do a handful of things that help to release stuff that you don't need anymore from your life. It's a really, really great way to just show the universe that you're ready to let some things go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. That's so very true that when you start a process of letting go, even if it's just cleaning out
Hmm.
clutter, that it helps you to let go of other things, and that's awesome. That's Yeah,
It's
you're starting a
perfect.
pattern. It is.
Mhm.
Thank you, Barb and Barbara, for the super chat
Yeah.
stickers.
Yes, thank you so much.
Let's see.
Okay, what you
All
got for
right,
Leo?
Leo. If it says back surgery, I'm going to laugh. It won't say
Right.
surgery. It will say the awareness card.
Oh, interesting.
So, the awareness card, when it comes up, it's a reminder to put your attention on your spiritual connection for a while. You need it.
Mhm.
You get too busy, things get too distracting, and this is the thing that falls away. And it falls away, it happens for all of us, it is an intention on a daily basis to stay connected
Mhm.
spiritually to our higher selves, to the divine, to our guides and angels. Like it's always there. It's sort of like things that are always on in the background in your life, kind of like
Mhm.
electricity. And because it's always there, we forget to use it until we don't
Mhm.
have it. You know what I mean? Like you sort of
Yeah.
don't, that doesn't make sense, but maybe more like you don't notice it's gone necessarily because you get used to it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's making sense. But anyway, what I'm saying, Leo, is meditation for you this month. And it doesn't have to be like really intimidating meditation, but some short meditations, some writing, just some reconnecting with yourself on a higher level. Super important. And this is just your reminder that it's time to reconnect.
Mhm. Oh, I love that.
Hmm.
So, Leo, my work for you, I was going to just tell you to pull a card every day, but then I thought not everybody has cards. So we have to go a step further. I'm going to teach you two different quick tricks. Either using a book that inspires you, that has passages that are meaningful for you. That could be a religious text, it could just be an inspiring book of whatever sort.
Hmm.
You just ask the book, what do I need to know today? And you flip to a page, and then you read from that page and you pull the message from it. It's
Right.
called bibliomancy. So that's one thought.
Hmm.
Or pulling a daily card, which was what I really had in mind for you. But again, I know you don't actually all have cards. So if you have cards, oracle cards or tarot cards, I like oracle cards better for this. But you do you.
Yeah, I do too.
A daily card is really, really easy. And this is a really powerful way to just get a little extra inspiration. So every morning, take your cards, ask them, what do I need to know today, while you shuffle them 3 times, fan them out, just like so, and run your hands over the cards and just pull out the one that feels right. That's
Yeah.
all you have to do. Very easy. And then you take that card and you look at the message and you think about, how does that apply to me today? Apply to me, not me. How does that apply to me today?
Hmm.
I don't know. I hang out with pigs all day. I don't know. And just use that as your daily message. There are some really wonderful cards by Louise Hay that are called the Power Thought cards.
Hmm.
If you are looking for a good deck for daily reads, the Power Thought cards are amazing for this because they're a daily affirmation. But they don't have to be that. If you have decks that you love, great. If you don't, maybe it's time to treat yourself with something.
Right.
But Leo, to just help with that daily inspiration, it would do a lot for you.
It would. It would. It's nice to have something to jump off from,
Hmm.
and cards are a great way.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right, Virgo, here we go. What do we got for Virgo? Ooh, the temptation card for Virgo.
Oh, Virgo, what you gonna
Now,
do?
so this temptation card to me represents impulsivity.
Hmm.
So when the temptation card comes up, it's not saying don't make the change, don't quit the job, whatever, don't leave the relationship. It's saying stop, take a deep breath,
Hmm.
evaluate your situation, make a choice that is best for you in the long run. All
Hmm.
choices should first be run through the idea of, is this the best thing for me going forward? Not,
Mhm.
does this make me feel good because I'm mad at this person right now? Not, does this get back at someone? The things that we all think and that
Mhm.
come to us, impulsively, but can ultimately in the long run be a negative, can hurt you in the long run. So this
Mhm.
is just a reminder to stop and think before you act,
Mhm.
and to be aware that you may be feeling a little extra impulsive this month,
Mhm.
and to just, stop and take a deep breath and count to 10 and give yourself some space between the time that something happens and the time that you make a decision about it. Just need that space.
Mhm. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, Virgo.
Yes.
You'll regret it later. Yeah. So my activity for Virgo is I kind of want to just I know I'm a broken record tonight. You don't have to clean, Virgo. Don't worry. You already cleaned. I know. Don't come at me.
I know. You say Sagittarius has to clean, I'm gonna kick your butt.
I probably will just for fun. No, actually, I'd really like Virgo to pull a card too. I think that's a perfect
Mhm.
activity for them. Virgo, you are kind of dark right now. I feel like you're a little heavy. You are a little cynical. The situation going on in the world right now, multiple ones, just you're just a little pissed at everything. And I think pulling a daily card would help you to just kind of get your joy back and your center back. So that's what I'm going to ask you to do.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Just stop and think before you act, that's all.
Yeah.
All right, Libra. That card wanted to jump out. Ooh, Libra. The Prosperity Begins card. So when this card comes up, it just means that um you've been growing a seed or two, and those
Mm-hmm.
seeds are going to become prosperity for you. Something is growing. So this can mean a relationship, it could be a pregnancy, it can mean money, it can mean a new venture, it could mean a um, promotion. Something
Mm-hmm.
that you've been putting energy into to grow and develop is about to take off.
Mm-hmm.
And so, first of all, don't give up. One of the things that we as human beings are famous for is giving up right before we get what we want, because, we get tired of waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Me too, dude. I'm not very good at it.
Yeah.
Um, but it's super important to just remember to hang in there. If you've been putting your energy into making something work, it's about to come forward. So stick with it. Don't give up too quickly.
I really like the activity for Libra of literally growing something. I think
Mm.
this is a brilliant time for you to grow
Mhm.
something. So, thoughts would be to go get one of those little kitchen gardens, that you stick in the window and grow
Mhm.
some basil and stuff. Those are easy. Or whatever else, catches your fancy. You go pick up a plant. If you think you have a black thumb and you're a horrible gardener or grower, or you have cats that are going to beat the crap out of it, you might have to think about a terrarium or something different. But
Cactus.
I think
Get a cactus.
get a cactus,
Hard
but
to
plant
kill.
something.
Cats learn quickly
Hmm.
not to mess with them.
Yes, plant something, grow something that you nurture, that you watch grow. I feel like as you're growing something in your life, literally growing something is brilliant to just help move that energy along.
Yeah, love it. All right, Scorpios. What do we got?
Pull well.
Movement choices and decisions. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So this is good. When this card comes up, it means that you're going in the right direction. So you're moving in the right direction for prosperity, relationships, personal growth, and spirituality. So this is a reminder to just keep going on the path that you have been on. You are going the right way. Sometimes we all have that question in the back of your head, am I doing the right thing? Am I going in the right direction?
Hmm.
And the answer for Scorpios is yes.
Hmm.
So it really is a month of keep doing what you're doing. You don't have to change anything. Keep doing what you're doing and trust that you are going in the right direction. Yes, Catherine, grow cat grass. That's what I need to grow.
That's brilliant.
That's the only thing I can grow. And then
Yeah.
hopefully the cats will water it because I suck at that too. But just
Rhonda will
not
water it. She
I am
will.
not a plant. Rhonda will.
Hmm.
I just am not a plant person. I cannot keep them alive.
Not
What can I
everyone
say?
can. I mean,
Yeah.
have some hits and misses around here. Scorpio, I like every bit of that for you. I couldn't I can't get over in that picture the rings, the golden rings, and thinking about Scorpio and prosperity
Mhm.
and asking you to really evaluate your energy towards money and abundance. I'm not asking you to like do your whole finance overhaul like I asked somebody else to tonight. Taurus, I think, but for you it's a little bit different. It's about really evaluating your energy around money and thinking about why you feel the way you do and do a little work around your relationship with money. Thinking about what are your core beliefs around money? What were your parents' energy around money? What has the world taught you about money, and is it really true? I feel like there are some blocks or some mistruths in your core beliefs about finances that might be kind of holding you back or keeping you from really achieving your potential. So that's my challenge to you. And that's a deep dive. It is, but I know you can do it because you are fabulous researchers and smarty pants. And so work on it. And if I can help you, I'll help you. But really, I think that working on your relationship with money is going to just help propel you forward,
Mhm.
and even if that's, deciding that, yes, I am worth that raise or that job or selling this thing for that price or whatever it is. I think that this is a good time for you to really start seeing your worth.
Mhm. I like that. Yeah, I think that's true. All right, Sagittarius. Ooh, sacral chakra. So the
Mhm.
sacral chakra, of course, is the center of creativity and emotional expression. And so this is a good month for you, Sag, to get creative, which I find interesting because I have been. I do a lot of content creation on TikTok and Instagram.
Mhm.
And in the last few days, I have made probably like pre-created like 70 different posts of
Nice.
various things because I've been feeling really inspired creatively. And so I've been making a bunch of new stuff.
Mhm.
And, there's this thing that content creators do where they create their content ahead of time. Seems like a concept lost on me up until now. But all of a sudden, I have like this huge drafts folder of stuff I've made so that I can share it when I'm ready to share it. And so I get this. So, Sagittarius, I think this month it's just about recognizing that you're feeling creative, giving yourself an outlet. Make sure you give yourself an outlet. That's a really important thing.
Mhm.
And just really watching for perfectionism and getting too down on yourself to not be able to share your creativity or do it? So
Mhm.
I do feel like it's super important just to I don't know, I've said super important too many times tonight. Um,
There's just a
just
lot
be
of super
aware.
important stuff right now. Yeah.
Well, just be aware that creativity is super important. I did it again. Creativity is very important in your life.
I'm gonna
And
get
I
a
think
hot shot. Yeah.
yeah, I think you're gonna need that. Like, this is like that famous day of voluminous in court where when no one could stop saying it, I can't stop saying it. But creativity matters, and that process matters, and when you're feeling it, you need to give yourself an outlet for it.
Most definitely. Yes. I like that. The thing that came up for me for Sagittarius, I just keep seeing all of these colors. And my challenge for you is to change up the colors in your world a little bit. That might just be picking up a few new tops in different colors. Maybe it's changing your bedspread or bringing some flowers in for the table or whatever you think about it. But it seems to me like, Sag, what would help to propel along creativity, I think, but also to just really shift gears for you. It really is in color. Maybe some of you guys will get wild and paint your bedroom or something, but I think
Right?
really it's
Or
just
nails. I've been wearing
nails.
nails, which
There
I
you
don't
go.
normally wear.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I get that.
Yeah. So shift it up with color.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's fun. I'm gonna do that too, and I'm not a Sag. But
that's
by
okay.
God, I want to.
You're allowed.
Yes.
All right, Capricorn, what do we got? Ooh, patience and planning.
Well, they're not
Damn
gonna
it.
like that. No.
Patience. Ugh. Not. Not my strong suit, you guys. Not my strong suit. I'm
Yeah.
better at it than I used to be, I will admit. However, so what this means, Cap, is that it's time to do a little goal setting and figure out where you want things to go for the next 6 months in your life and start planning it out and having some patience around things that you want or that you want to change or develop in your life and really doing the work to make them work out well for you.
Mhm.
So, yeah, this is a kind of put your head down and work on it kind of month. I'm sorry. I always think patience is a four-letter word, but you can
I'm
do
getting
it.
there.
I
Yes.
can do it. I'm a Cap rising, so I
Mhm.
can do it too. I'll
I'm
let you
gonna
know how
get
that goes.
crazy cliche here, but I
Oh no.
don't care. Okay, Cap? I'm gonna challenge you to make a vision board.
Oh.
I think this is the time that it's called for to really put those goals on paper in a way that you can see them. Whether you do a digital one or you actually do the cut pictures out of magazines and slap them on, cardstock kind of thing, you decide. But I want to see you make a vision board of the things that you're working on. Material things, of course, but also emotional things, spiritual things, physical things. Really think about being holistic about it, about the things in your world that you need and that you want. So, yes, vision board. I love them too, Cranky. And I don't know, it's like in the era of The Secret, everything got kind of weird, but
Mhm.
I love them too. And I think that this is just a good time for Capricorn because you too have been kind of in a gray place, where you might not really be seeing the potentials before you. And that's a shame because you have a lot more potential in front of you than you're letting yourself see. So let's get kind of wild with it.
I like it. I like it. All right.
It's super important.
Yes. Super important. Shut up. Listen, be nice. Uh,
I meant it. I meant
what's the
it.
name of this sign?
Aquarius. That's
Aquarius.
your wife's sign, and it's the last sign. We're
It
done.
is
After
my
this,
wife's sign.
yeah.
You'd think I would know. Ooh, the Deception and Envy card.
Ay, caramba.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when this card comes up, it's just a reminder that maybe not everything is as it appears around you. And you may be feeling some deception around you. This is an important time to really, really trust your gut, your internal truth detector in your solar plexus. Super important time to trust that.
Mhm.
I said super important. God damn it. I don't
It's a
know what's with this, you guys. I don't know. We've had a long few days and I'm tired. That's all. That's my excuse. However,
it's
this is the time,
voluminously important, bro.
voluminously
Yeah.
important, that you trust your gut about things that feel good or not good. But
Mhm.
really watch for maybe not necessarily always super honesty around you. There may be some situations that aren't exactly what you thought that they were, you know, and it's time for you to face those.
I like that for Aquarius. Aquarius to me, I think that you're kind of in the same place where I see Gemini, where well, kind of. Gemini had a lot of drama around them. I feel like you more just we're very much in the stuck in the mud space where we work and come home and work and come home and work and come home and by God, that's what we do. I feel like Aquarius needs something to break that up so badly. My challenge
Mhm.
for you, Aquarius, this month is to try to get away. Take a little road trip, take a drive, go somewhere you haven't been before, or just do something different. You need something that breaks that energy up. You need to take a sledgehammer to it. It's just, you're just cemented in place. And so, I mean, Rhonda's going to change it up by having surgery. So that's fun.
She
But
is, yeah, she's
she's going to
getting
take a
time
trip
off.
straight to outer space. But
Oh, when Katie's done, I will tell you guys a really funny story about Rhonda in the emergency room a couple days ago.
but for the rest of you, go do something different. It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be elaborate, but do something different this month. You've got to change something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, and acknowledge that the deception might be coming from inside the house, if you know what I mean. This might be you may be deceiving yourself about
Hmm.
something. That's the first place to look when the
Hmm.
deception and envy card comes up. I always suggest that you look first at yourself. What are you
Yeah.
deceiving yourself about?
Hmm.
Maybe you do need to get away and change environments in order to see that.
Oh yeah. Boy, nothing brings you some clarity like stepping away for a minute.
Yeah, it's so true. So, we were in the emergency room a couple of days ago because Rhonda's gallbladder is bad. She has stones. And she was really hurting, and so they gave her a pain medication in her IV, and all of a sudden she goes, "Well, it's kicked in." And she's looking at the ceiling, and she goes, "It's like everything's animated in here, everything's moving." And then she looks at me and she goes, "And you just keep getting shorter." Guys, I am barely 5 feet tall.
You
I
are
am
not 5 feet tall.
shut
Nope.
up. I am definitely short enough. And I really thought about asking her surgeon to be sure to give her some pain medication that makes me taller next time. She just kept saying it, "You just keep getting shorter and shorter and shorter." I was like, "Oh, great."
We had Rhonda
It
in
was
Wonderland.
it was really, really funny, actually. I laughed my ass off, but I'm like, "Geez, of course, if she's gonna hallucinate me, I gotta get even shorter than I am now."
Hmm. I can I can feel this when the first couple of days are going to be interesting at your house. I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
wait to
She's a
hear
real
about this.
hallucinator.
Yes,
There are
she
a
is.
lot of medications that make her hallucinate, so
Mhm.
I'm sure there are gonna be some good ones.
Oh yeah. Well, when I had my gallbladder done, I thought that I had a beanie on my head that I couldn't get off. It was like the day after, and I was laying on the couch, crazy as hell on medicine, and my kids were getting ready for school, and my son said, "Has anyone seen my beanie?" And I'm like, "Micah, it's over here." And I'm like, he keep pulling at my head, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm wearing your beanie." And he's like, "No, you're not." A little while later, again, I'm like, "Micah, here's your hat." He's like, "You don't have my hat." And then they went to school, and a little while later, apparently, I was sitting in my recliner having a long conversation with Micah, who'd been gone to school for a few hours. Scott was like, "Who are you talking to?" And I said, "Micah?" And he's like, "Micah's not here."
Oh, well, I'm sure I'll have even better stories for you all next
I
week.
believe so, because when Rhonda gets drunk, she speaks Mayan
Mhm, mhm, and Jamaican.
and Jamaican,
Yeah. Yeah, so she's sort of primed for this stuff
and goes
already.
invisible.
Yes, and goes invisible, that's
Oh my
right.
gosh, you guys, we lost her one time. We lost her at a drag show.
Yeah.
This drag show was like it was at a hotel, right? And the bar they had set up in there, you got to understand where we live, drinking is pretty frowned on in like the general
Yeah,
consensus. And so a lot of times you'll end up with a bartender or like a server that doesn't drink.
right.
So they don't know what they're doing. So they'll
No,
make
not
your
at all.
drinks stout enough to kill you.
Yes.
And that night we had a bartender who was like, I can't even tell you. Like they lost
Oh,
money that night, I'll tell
they
you
should
that.
have gotten fired, yeah, because they definitely made nothing on their
But,
alcohol that night.
Rhonda was drinking these Long Islands that were, like, ridiculously stout, like
Yeah.
doubles, and it was too much. And pretty soon, she was pretty much sliding out of her chair, and we're keeping an eye on her, but, we were at a drag show, and things got good, and suddenly we discovered she wasn't at our table anymore.
She disappeared. She'd
We
snuck
didn't
off.
know how long she'd been gone or where she went, so we headed out into the hall and walked in the bathroom, and we can hear someone in the stall muttering, and it was her. Luckily, she
Yeah.
was in there, speaking Jamaican Mon, so we were
Having a
able to find
conversation with
her.
with herself.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
So, yes,
Well,
there's gonna be some goodness that comes from this, I can tell, besides
there
Rhonda
will.
feeling better. Yeah.
Yes, she will feel better. Also,
Mhm.
I will have some good laughs for you next week.
Mhm. Yes.
Well, that's it for us, you all. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for joining us. It's nice to have you all. Now that we realize that we can stream to all of our YouTube channels, we
Yeah.
seem to have quite a few more of you here, which is really nice.
Mhm.
So it's good to see all of you. Of course, we have already done 3 episodes this week in True Crime Paranormal, along with our case updates, which was a marathon of true crime information. So if you're so inclined, that's on our True Crime Paranormal channel.
Yeah.
We will be back next week. Actually, I will be back next week.
Mhm.
Well, we'll have our regular cases, but I will be back
Mhm.
on the lives because Katie will be traveling. So
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing you all then.
Yes. Thanks so much, guys.
Yeah, we are True Crime Paranormal with the Psychic Sisters. Thanks for being here.
Take care.